Some people may not take the SRNR very seriously, but I'm here to tell you that at school there are several non-negotiable rules that, if not followed, can have some very serious consequences. I just want to thank all of you guys for coming out here to talk to me about the SRNR policies we have at this school. I like to pride myself on being someone who knows all of the rules, that, you know, is so well-versed and so well-brained on words and stuff that fit into the SRNR categories. It reminds me of a paper that I wrote for my college essays back in September. It just shows the virtue and strength of being original and fighting to the core for SRNR values. For pity is the virtue of the law, and none but tyrants use it cruelly.
What? You can't use someone else's work and then say it's your own?
What?
That's plagiarism.
What are you talking about?
Where's your honesty and integrity?
It's Shakespeare. It doesn't matter. Like, no one's gonna call me out, and even if they did, so what?
That's not how you learn.
Okay. You're right. I was wrong for doing that. I shouldn't be plagiarizing. You know, plagiarism's bad no matter where you do it. It's against the law. I should probably email those colleges before I receive a bunch of cease and desist letters and...
What? What are you wearing?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, you look ridiculous.
Oh, come on. What's the big deal?
It's distracting me from learning.
What are you talking about? It's not getting in the way of anything.
It's very distracting.
This is my behavior. I want to dress like this. Who are you? Who are you, madam, to tell me that I can't dress like I want to dress?
You need to follow the appropriate dress code. It's mandatory for kindergarten through 12th grade in all FCPS schools.
What is so inappropriate? I love to learn like this. You know, when I'm in the bath and I just, you know, the water's all over my body and I'm just reading, I can just feel like so Gucci. I learn so well.
Put a shirt on.
Peter, come on, man. Your fan is waiting for you. Oh, this way.
What is that?
What? Is there something in my nose? What? Oh, this? This is my heaven. It's like a drug to me. Calms me down.
Oh, that's so not allowed.
Oh, come on. Who doesn't love the smell of talcum powder? I mean, I remember when I was a baby and my mom would pour talcum powder into the bath and she would be like, Peter, you're closing your eyes while you're going into the water. That's bad. You're going to drown.
You can't have any sort of real drug, synthetic drug, or even fake drugs on school grounds or on school-sponsored trips.
What? It's talcum powder. Like, it's not illegal to have talcum powder.
You can't even bring legal drugs into school. They have to be checked into the nurse's office first by your parents.
Security can search your locker, your backpack, even your car on school ground. You can get in a lot of trouble for bringing drugs or even fake weapons to school.
Oh, look at the time. I gotta go to my next panel, so bye. One of the things that students do when they miss class is hide out in Springbank. You know, there's no security there, and kids are always canoodling in alcoves. Do you want that stopped?
Define canoodling?
Canoodling, hugging or smooching with romantic intent.
Well, that is PDA. That's public display of affection. We do not tolerate that.
Okay.
Next question.
Students come late to school every day with Starbucks and McDonald's and whatnot, you know, and there's no consequences. No, they get away with it all the time. Why is that? Hey.
Well, Peter, it may appear that students get away with it, but there is actually an attendance policy. Although it may seem that students are coming late all the time,
with McDonald's or with Starbucks. That really isn't true. If you come late to class, there will be a consequence, such as a detention or a parent is called. So naturally, when someone comes in
Excuse
late...
me, did I miss anything?
No, we're just waiting for you.
The first part of the learning process is to be present. It is imperative to be present and to be on time, if not early, to every period, every day at West Potomac High School. That's how you make the most of your learning experience. I was raised in a military family, and I was always taught that to be early is to be on time, and to be on time is to be late. It is imperative for you, therefore, to come to every class at West Potomac as early as you possibly can, so that when the bell rings, you're ready to go, ready to start, ready to make the most of the precious 4 years that we have together.
And does that also apply to you, or just other teachers? Let's talk about respecting rules, property, and directions. I'm a little directionally challenged. Why don't you tell me what the directions are to this school?
You don't know how to get here?
Well, I know I don't drive, so...
Do you walk?
No, walk. My friend, he drives me, because, you know, he's got a driver's license and whatnot. And...
Okay, well, however you get here, it's important to remember that it's important to respect yourself and your property, just as it is important to respect other people and their properties. It's really a culture of mutual respect.
That leaves rules and property. But what if I want what you have, say that... that is a sick pair of glasses. Do you mind if I, look at those for a second? No, just for a second.
Take a look at them.
Thanks.
I gave you permission to take a look at them. In this case, you have to give them back. You should only be taking things from someone if you have their permission. So, if you've got a good look at the glasses, I'll take them back now.
Okay.
Thank you. As part of the following the rules of the building and ensuring that we're respecting both your own property as well as others, as Mr. Hamler was saying.
And rules. They say that rules are meant to be broken. Why are you squashing my spirit? Why are you killing my vibes?
Who says that rules are made to be broken?
Well, my dad did, back in the 1960s. He had some issues with drugs.
Yeah, your dad didn't write the SR&R. The student rights and responsibilities are there to protect you and to ensure that you are aware of the rules that you need to abide by, but also your responsibilities and your rights as a student.
And if we're doing this every day as a community, then it's going to be a great place, West Potomac, to be here and to learn.
And Peter, I'm sure you know all these things. You've read the book, correct?
Yeah, I've read it like 7 times exactly, yeah.
That's great, because what's in there you'll be held accountable for.
You have every right to ask these questions, but you don't have the right to infringe upon the rights of others. The rules are there to keep you safe.
I'm good at this.
Are you okay?
I don't want to be safe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good to go. You want to step out for a second?
Yeah, I could use a minute. That'd be good. So where were we? A good cry always makes me pretty hungry. Good thing I brought this orange.
You can't do that.
Oh, now what? Why can't I do anything right?
You can't bring weapons to school.
How else am I going to cut my orange, huh?
Cut it at home.
Didn't we just talk about rules aren't meant to be broken?
Why does every rule have to be broken for you?
You can't bring weapons to school like razor blades,
switchblades,
knives,
machetes,
guns or explosives.
And if you do, there's going to be serious consequences.
But I'm hungry.
Hey, give that back.
Can I have it?
No.
Can I?
No.
Please?
No.
You can't do that. You can't take someone else's stuff.
Don't bully him.
Why not? I'm hungry, and I'm bigger than him.
You can't intimidate him with your size.
Verbal, physical, or even electronic abuse is totally against school policy.
And you can't bully someone based on their race.
Or religion or color.
Or sexual orientation.
Or what they look like.
What a jerk.
You could be arrested for that.
Who does something so petty?
What's wrong with you?
You're such a bully.
Why are you
Who
such a
bullies
bully?
people?
Why would you bully people like that?
You can't take
You're such a bully.
Hey, I have an idea. Be right back. They're never gonna catch me. Yikes. So you can't plagiarize, or bully, or bring weapons, or drugs, or steal, be rude. Ah, that's a lot to remember. I mean, the consequences could be like
Detention, a warning. Parent contact,
Conferencia con el estudiante y sus padres.
Guided student resolution.
suspension of computer or personal device privileges.
Suspension for 10 days with a recommendation for expulsion.
Conferencia con el oficial de asistencia.
A teacher conference with a student.
Suspension for 5 to 10 days.
Written reflection about the incident.
In-school suspension.
Consecuencias de conducta como detención y suspensión.
Suspension of parking privileges.
30-day suspension from activities or sports.
Loss of student activities for up to a year.
Oh, that's so exhausting. I'm just gonna follow the rules and make my life easier. Ooh. Thank you.
We often say the most important thing for you to do is to make good decisions. That's a good choice for you and the entire student body.